Hey guys, so it looks like the new roadmap for Lost Ark just came out, and to be honest, it's pretty predictable. We kind of know exactly what's coming, and there's nothing really too crazy about this roadmap, but I do think there are a couple things that this roadmap has that is very interesting and wanted to point those out that you might not have caught, maybe because you didn't watch the roadmap video or because it wasn't something you were thinking about. But yes, let's go over the roadmap itself first. So, looking at the roadmap, we have our usual roadmap video, and then it starts in May. So, May, we are going to be having the Theamine epilogue, so more story stuff. Then we're going to be experiencing the Trial Guardian raid for Hanu Matan. So, the monkey, the Hell Mode monkey. If you guys are interested in that, there's that, some music box stuff, some new island, and some Western exclusive cosmetics, and some quick stronghold updates as well. And then they have Chaos Assault, which I actually got the chance to experience when I was playing in Lost Ark Korea. But this is basically like, I don't know, in a way, a glorified or better Chaos line. If you remember correct, if you guys remember, in South Vern there was this content called Chaos Line, right? And that's where you got like a bleed rune, I think, and then there was like a shop associated to it. Basically, this is kind of the same thing, except like a lot faster for you to do. So you can go in there, kill a couple of mobs, you get some currency, you come out, and there's a shop for you to buy stuff from. Very simple, very straightforward, very quick. To be honest, it's really not that much in terms of content. But that is another place for you to get some upgrades and just some quick content for you to do. Open chat, and that is about it for May. Now, June, the big thing for this, of course, they have Chaos Assault Part 2, right? But the big thing that they have here is the Kurzan content, of course, and then Laden, which is Echidna. So, new raid coming out in June, which is pretty soon, right? That's a month. We just got Theamine, and then we're going to be getting Echidna right after. So this is very interesting, right? Because this kind of puts us in a situation where, one, we don't really have too much time with Theamine as the latest raid, but also, two, it means that anybody who is trying to do Theamine hard at 1630, they might want to rethink about whether or not they want to push the Theamine hard right now. Because 1630, like 1620 to 1630, is quite expensive. But the thing is, with advanced honing, we get a much easier path from 1620 to 1630 with this new system with Echidna. And this Echidna raid starts at 1620, right? So you could actually just stay 1620, do Theamine normal, then go do advanced honing, push yourself to Theamine hard, then do that, and then get your upgrades like that. I think that probably makes a lot of sense in terms of like the natural upgrade path for most players. So, and also Theamine hard is really hard. So it might make sense to like wait, get some upgrades, get some transcendence, whatever. And then when Echidna comes out, have a very easy and smooth path to 1630 to do both Echidna hard and Theamine hard at the same time. So there's that. That's kind of what I would recommend and probably what I'm going to be doing. Now there's that. Advanced honing, of course. And then July, it looks like they're just pretty much having nothing here. It's going to be like a Maharaka festival, like a big event, right? So that's about it. Kind of like, Narudi Racing or summer events, basically the same thing. So July, it looks like there really isn't much, but June and May, there is some stuff coming, right? Now, one big thing to know, and here's the things that I took away from this roadmap that are not exactly on the roadmap. Well, actually, before we go into that, first thing, the roadmap itself doesn't include the server merges on it. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, oh my gosh, they're delaying the server merges or the region merges, right? Well, not quite. I don't think that's what the case, because this is a content roadmap, right? The server merge, the region merge isn't quite content. It's just something that they're doing with the regions. So I think that it's still coming in the summer. It's still planned for the summer, but they're just not talking about it here because it's not really in-game content. It's kind of like, outside of that, right? It's not even quality of life. It's more of like, I don't know, state of affairs, things like that. So that's why it's not in this roadmap. At least I think that's why. And it's probably still coming during the summer. The second thing that I did want to talk about that is more of an interesting, funny point is this idea and this kind of like thing that they talked about here in the roadmap video. So basically what they're doing is they're adding a social credit system to Lost Ark. Or they not adding, they added a social credit system to Lost Ark. Because during our last update, right, they basically went and were like, hey guys, I know that we made this thing where if you buy gold using Royal Crystal, you have this 3-day wait. Well, now we're going to get rid of that completely because we think we found a solution to this problem. And what was the solution? Well, they basically added a social credit system into the game, which I think is pretty funny. And I'm going to let Andy talk a little bit about that and then have you watch it from him.
Yeah. So we've been working really hard to design a machine learning algorithm that would understand how trustworthy a player is and how much gold they should be able to use. So Instant Fulfillment System essentially assigns every player a credit score, and this credit score is calculated on the back end based on your past purchase history and your behavior in game. And over time, assuming you don't commit fraud, the amount of Royal Crystals that you get to use upfront will continually increase.
So yeah, basically they're making it so that people who want to be able to buy gold using Royal Crystal and use it immediately, their accounts, or I guess everybody's accounts, is going to be looked at, and there's an algorithm to basically determine like, hey, are you worthy of getting your instant gold from Royal Crystals? Sounds kind of CCP like, but you know, it is what it is, right? I think it's an overall good change, but I just think it's kind of funny that they did add this in here and that it's kind of like basically a social credit system. So yeah, that about wraps up this video. It was a very short roadmap. Unfortunately, there's not too much updates there, but I think it was interesting to kind of note those couple things that we saw that might not have been on the roadmap itself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, please remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and also I stream every single night on twitch.tv/MisoXtru starting at 10 p.m. PST. So hopefully I'll see you guys on the stream. If not, hopefully I see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, peace out.